We're going to start with the body lock because the body lock is the core takedown of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that anyone can do. And unlike a double leg or a high single, it doesn't require, I think, as much technical ability and as much practice. A good double leg in MMA or a good double leg in a fight actually requires a lot of skill. And if you have a background in wrestling, you were wrestling in high school and college, that's probably going to come kind of easy to you. And it's not to say it's not part of the curriculum, but in terms of just sheer safe takedown where you can protect yourself from strikes and something that anyone can learn, the body lock, I think, is really the king of that. It's hard to beat the body lock. So we're going to focus on that. And we could start from the perspective of strikes. We could start from the perspective of him kicking his way in with a stomp kick, and I'll show all that, but I'm going to make it even simpler. We're going to start with grappling. So he's going to come here, and we're going to start with me, okay? And there's two ways you can grab that body lock: over the arms, in which case he really wasn't paying attention, or under the arms. And in both cases, and if you've been paying attention here in SBGU, you've seen this, I'm going to respond basically the same way. So if he grabs over my arms, right, I'm going to set my base first of all. So I'm dropping my weight and I'm bending my knees. My hands are going to go to the hip, and then I'm paying very close attention to what side his head's on. And if his head's on this side, then that means I'm going to step back with my right leg and out, not just straight back, but out at an angle. And what I'm doing is I'm bracing myself against Liam's right shoulder. So if he tries to take me down or bend me back now, it's very hard. And now I'm going to just arch my back to break that body lock. Okay. Now, if he grabs me, over, and I set my base, but I step back with this leg, it can still work. But notice, yes, he still has that backward angle because his power and your power from the body lock is in the shoulder. So again, he grabs, kind of set my base, and I'm stepping out in here. And here I have good base. Try and bend me back. Very difficult. And then I'm breaking it. Now from here, I'm going to use that to get to my body lock. So we're just going to start with that defensive motion to get to the body lock. Okay, so you grab him, and then Liam will work the defensive move. Yes. Good. Hands are going to go out at the same time. So first set your base. Hands go to the hip. You want to hold her in place as you step back and out, then arch the back. Good. And when he steps, it's very important, like, look, just stand there. He has good base here, right? But weak there. If he goes completely sideways, like we worked in the university before, if I'm pushing into him, he lines his shoulder and body up with his back leg. He's going to be almost impossible for me to push there. But again, weak that way. So when you step, I'm never stepping here. So when you step, it's out. Like you imagine you're stepping into a nice box, and I want the toes pointed out this way. Then from here, we're going to go into the body lock. So you're going to take that left hand and you're going to rotate that thumb down and bring it around and grab your hands and connect your shoulder and press your head up against her shoulder. And the connection here and above all else here is super important. So from there, Jessica, put your hands above your head. And what I want you to do is I just want you to move around, walk. And as you move around, I want Liam to just feel his shoulder connected and make sure he's maintaining that connection. You can try and run into him, back up. Yes. You stay in base, and above all else, you don't let there be any separation between your shoulder and their body. The elbows should be pulled into you. Yeah, very important that once you make your grip, so once my hands get around their body and I touch, I'm not pulling in this way. Once I connect my hands together on somebody's body, I'm pulling in with my elbows and I'm trying to make that perfect triangle. And if I could, I'd connect my elbows to my own rib cage. This is what it would look like. This is what's important when you take the body lock clinch, not this.